Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Canes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to get outside, it's Jackson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sayin to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing through wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Caught. At the 35, he's open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The receiver on the jet sweep. He stopped in his tracks, and boy, were they ready for the jet sweep. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Fourth down, Sayin. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And the Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Mensah buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Rushes on, and he gets rid of it.
And And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. There's some room. He is in. Touchdown, Miami. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play fake, Julian Sayed. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throwing, Sayed. He's going to run it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Saying from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for the marker. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Holds on, it's Lofton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man, we got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Driven back.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Zayn under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Right side, it's Johnson. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Mensah. He's got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy.
Caught, and he's got room. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like, they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football.
2nd and long here. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll run the screen. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Say it. Gonna throw it deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Fakes it a throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Left side, it's Jackson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. This is a designed run. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Here's Sayin to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Shoot, quick toss to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's Mensah to throw. Look out! Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Great move. Now he's got room. Flying down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got some room, it was over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play fake, say it. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the catch at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From deep, it's Lyle. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out wide left, it's Lofton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throwing, Mensah. They're all over him. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big third down as as the crowd gets behind this defense. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Mensah can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Tough run here. It's Fletcher. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Running inside. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting.
Snags it, and he's open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Past the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Ohio State! Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have now.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Back's got it on the screen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. It's good! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Throwing, say it. Caught on the outside, it's Johnson. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Caught behind the line, it's Smith. Makes a catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
From the gun on third down, say it. Looking for his man in the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Turning it on. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They put the brakes on it.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sayin. The short hands, it's Johnson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Down he goes.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. 4th down, Saying. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. They bring him down, but once again, this offense moves the chains on 4th down to keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Saying. Moves to his right. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Setting up the screen. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Escapes the pressure to his right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. At the 30. Running inside the 20. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeye! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Long way to go on second down. The play fake. Rush right in his face. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, on the board.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. LSU right back to the line. Rashad Downs going up top. Escapes the pressure going right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And here comes the offense on second down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the right. Just had to get rid of it.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Ohio State calls its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Julian with the play fake. Still looking to his right. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Julian saying to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Plows his way ahead. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And it's a good job by this defense. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Say it. Rush is on. The throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Moving out to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Under pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And that is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Unloads it left. And they fail to hook up on third down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Looking deep. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the deep.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Buying time to his right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Needs it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Left side is Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air, it's Levitt. Rolls right. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Green. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Trying to run, it's Berry. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. LSU quick to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. Just smothered on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's West. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Saying to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 8, set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Look out! It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Sayin back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets it away. Solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Lost the throw on 1st. They're all over it. Hit as he throws. Right side, it's Berry. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll move the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Out wide left, it's Berry. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that.
Makes the grab in their space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Throwing, say it. Oh, pressure's coming. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Making the adjustment on the play. Again, it's Sayin. Knew he had to get to that marker, and the defense wasn't having it, stopping him a yard short.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Out wide right, it's Green.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Right side, it's Berry. All the way! Touchdown, LSU!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They send the tight end in motion. Zayn. Rush right in his face. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Electrifying play, and man, they set up now at the 32-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to pass. It's Zayn. Got out of trouble and throws. Open on the right side. That's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Zayn back to the air. Still looking. On the move, he fires. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down.
Deep shot for the end zone. Another incompletion on third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Zayn. On the move. He's going to take off. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Rush is on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's Julian Zayn to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now,
oh, look out, the ball's free. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out wide right, it's Green. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws quickly. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Watkins. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to